What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Washington versus Denver college basketball matchup going down Thursday, November 6th, 2025. If you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the experts tab at the top of the page. It is a great time to do it. We got week 11 college football, week 10 NFL this week. We've got the NBA, the NHL, and college hoops all back as well. So make sure that you jump on board. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout and get 15% off your purchase. We also have our Inner Circle VIP services. Now, these aren't for everyone. They are for people that make big bets, people with big bankrolls who are looking to take their betting to the next level and are looking for that one-on-one concierge-style service. Now, you can call or text the number on the screen, but just remember this is our most expensive premium product, so just keep that in mind before reaching out to the number. But if it's for you, it's an awesome product and one that I can assure you guys are going to absolutely love. But let's get to this one between the Washington Huskies and the Denver Pioneers. And Washington, coming in strong off their win over Arkansas Pine Bluff to start the year, beat up on the Golden Lions 94-50. Denver fell short against Seattle 84-73. They did get the cover in that game though. And the thing about Washington in that game was it's scary for, looking at Washington from the outsider's perspective, in the sense that we didn't see a fair number of their pieces. They have a lot of turnover from last year, a lot of new pieces coming in. But in that opening game, we didn't see Desmond Claude. We saw, Kamari Patterson, and we saw we saw Wesley Yates, but we didn't see, like I said, we didn't see Desmond Claude, who was a transfer from USC. We didn't see Jacob Ognachevich from Lipscomb, 20-point per game scorer last year. There were just a lot of pieces that were kind of held out because they didn't really need them, and I guess they're trying to give them some extra rest, make sure these guys are healthy going into the season. So that's a little bit concerning, if you're looking to go against Washington, is that they looked good against Arkansas Pine Bluff without a couple of their, key transfers. But the Devil's Advocate's going to say, well, they played Arkansas Pine Bluff. And for me, I look at this Denver team, this Pioneers group, and they give me vibes of Cal Poly from last year, where Cal Poly, had a coach that came up from Division II, and, it was just like a new program under Mike DeGeorge, who had a lot of success at the Division II level, brought a lot of his guys with him, and they were at least competitive early on. I believe they gave USC a run last year and got the cover there. But Denver feels like the same kind of team for me this season, to where they're going to be able to give some teams some runs. And for me, Seattle was the first team that they did that against. I think that Denver is going to be a middle of the pack, if not upper tier pack. I don't want to say upper tier, but like not like a St. Thomas or a South Dakota State, but they could easily finish top 4 in the Summit League this season. Denver does have a lot of solid pieces, and Tim Bergestrasser, coming up from Division II, brought a lot of guys with him, brought a lot of Division II talent, and I think that that's going to bode well here. I think that these guys are going to play with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, and we saw that this was a Denver team that gave Seattle a tough fight for basically the first 28 to 29 minutes of that game before a run in the middle of the second half kind of put it out of reach. But it was never inside the cover or outside the cover zone for Denver. They were keeping it, within 10 points for the most part. And I just think that 27.5 is a lot here, considering that, I know Washington looked good in that opener, but again, they take a step up in competition here as far as I'm concerned. And I think that Denver, they're not, I don't think they're going to win this game, but 27.5 feels like a lot in a game that I think could easily come down to like maybe 18, 19 points for Washington here. So I'm going to take the Pioneers and the big number here, the points in this one. And that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.